Tonight, rising tensions in New Orleans as the immigration crackdown by federal agents escalates. Residents in the city shouted and honked horns as Border Patrol Commander Greg Bavino walked through a neighborhood knocking on doors.
Guys, thank you for joining me. John Soto. This is SotoCast. I'm going to take a quick look at the Minnesota issue going on right now, seeing how the media is spinning it and seeing what they're saying. Thank you so much for joining me. Let's check it out.
ICE actions are also making headlines in other cities. CBS's Allie Bauman is in New York with more on that part of the story. Allie.
Good evening, Jerika. Immigration enforcement is escalating in Minneapolis. Its mayor signed an executive order this week barring agents from conducting ICE operations on all city-owned property.
So I'm not sure exactly how you can do that. I'm not sure how you can, when you're saying city-owned property, a lot of city-owned property is open to the public. So that may be something that is just something that you just can't do. For example, if there's a city-owned park, that's still in public view. It's open to the public. So how can you bar a particular agency from going on to an area that's open to the public? It doesn't pass the smell test. But again, it's one of these things that they throw it out there. They try to gum up the system. Eventually, stuff like that will be thrown out. When it comes to, for example, like courts and other municipal buildings, that stuff is still a little bit of a gray area. I don't see how, if federal agents have probable cause that there is a crime or a fugitive that's inside a municipal building, they would still have the right to go in there. If they are observing the person going in, and they're in pursuit of that person, and that person, it's not like you don't get to just yell base. I'm base. I'm inside of a DMV or whatever, a city-owned building, so I'm good. That's not how that works. Again, these are things that'll be worked out in the courts. It just that's the name of the game. The name of the game is gum up the system to try to keep them here as long as possible, and then in the interim, a lot of them will end up getting away. A lot of them will slip through the cracks, and it just makes it just makes more chaos overall, which, in my opinion, is the exact point of what they're doing.
People in this Minneapolis neighborhood took to the streets with whistles to confront what they believed were federal immigration agents in vehicles near a local school.
I feel that my presence as a neighbor is important, and I want kids to feel safe.
I mean, you could just look at that lady and you know exactly, like, pretty much everything about her. These are the people that are making it very, very difficult for us to live in a halfway decent society. They just have no concept of the rule of law, of exact. I mean, they're woke, liberal, and it's destroying the fabric of the United States. It's very simple. These are laws that can be enforced. If you don't like that, then you have to put people in place that can change those laws. The same way that there may be certain laws that people on the right or people in the libertarian, many laws people in the libertarian camp don't like. But we still have to live within the rules. We have to live within the confines of what we've constructed as a society, as a nation, and move and press forward and try to get people into power. Which is, people are saying it's just one big scam. It probably is, but just the mindset of this, the how degraded and how MK Ultra these people are in their method of thinking is just amazing.
And kids to feel safe.
ICE began conducting enhanced operations.
You want kids to feel safe by leaving illegal immigrants in the neighborhood of those kids.
Minnesota this week, focused primarily on the city's Somali residents. Shackled detainees were loaded on a charter jet and sent to Omaha, Nebraska, according to the Minnesota Star-Tribune.
Leave me alone! Home to mommy.
In New Orleans, Louisiana, fear and frustration after masked ICE agents chased a U.S. citizen to her home.
I immediately started telling him, I'm born and raised here, I'm a U.S. citizen, and he did not care at all.
And there are mounting questions tonight in New York City about the whereabouts of first grader Yaoshin Zhang. He was separated from his migrant father last week when they reported to a scheduled immigration hearing. Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani.
A 6-year-old boy who was enrolled at PS 166Q was since detained and separated from his father, and we still don't know his location.
A Homeland Security spokesperson tells CBS News the father was acting so disruptive and aggressive that he endangered the child's well-being.
So that seems like they're conflating two things. Obviously, the boy isn't detained and going to be deported. It seems like a child protective service issue. Maybe if I knew the exact ins and outs of the case, maybe it was something I would agree or disagree with. However, it doesn't seem like this is an ICE issue. It seems like there was an ICE situation that resulted in, from what they're saying, him acting disruptively, and then they felt in fear for the child. Sounds like a little bit of BS, but it's not like, what are they going to do? They're going to send the kid back to freaking Hong Kong or wherever he's from? I don't think that's what's going to happen.
And the Department of Homeland Security says that family was given an order of removal and that 6-year-old is now with the Office of Refugee Resettlement, but did not disclose exactly where. Yeah,
so I mean that's pretty cut and dry. Obviously they want to placate these things and push them out into the public eye. I think I'm frozen now, so I think I'm gonna have to do this again. But we'll take a look, see how it goes. Guys, if you're still here with me, 6283 Talk on the X is my X account. I'm John Soto. See you again in the next video. Take care, guys.